Good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here, Kayla. You look super comfy and cozy over there. Oh, I'm so happy you could be here. I am home in between trips right now from Peru, but then I go to Montenegro in a week and a half. So, feeling very excited to be prepping for that and diving even more into what practices I want to share in Montenegro. So for the mindful mornings, I like to kind of bring in whatever I'm studying at that time into the practice. So it'll be exciting because I think the Montenegro trip will be based on the elements. So I'm going to start to share some practices that are geared towards the water, the wind, the fire, the earth. So if you're around for those will be fun. And so just to get started this morning, finding whatever comfortable position that feels good for you, either laying down or seated. Whatever posture is fine. It's just great to find something that has a gentle alertness to where you're not so relaxed that you're going to fall asleep. We'll synchronize our mindfulness practice together with 3 collective breaths. So when you're ready, exhaling the air out. We'll slowly begin to inhale as you fill up the belly. Fill up the chest. Exhale, sigh, and release. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Exhale, let it go. Last one as you inhale, rounding out the belly. Into the chest, broaden the ribs. Pausing at the top for just a moment. Can you soften your face, soften your shoulders? And then slow exhale, let it go. Returning back to your natural cadence here. The natural ebb and flow. And as you rest here with the eyes closed, maybe you become aware of your visual field behind the eyes. Allowing yourself to just stare into the darkness of these closed eyes. And most people will have this sense of a visual field that is in some way constrained by your head. You may feel this position in space. Maybe you feel the tension of the muscles around the eyes and head and face, any temperature or pressure. And as you notice these things, I want you to make a further observation that all of these things, these sensations, temperatures, pressures, are just appearing in your field of consciousness. And consciousness is not simply only inside of your head. Consciousness expands far outside the physical body. And so the sensations that you may be noting behind the eyes simply are an appearance in that consciousness. These sensations are similar to the sounds you may hear in the distance. They're just arising in this open field of awareness. And same as any thoughts or distractions that arise. Realizing that each thought or distraction is also an object of meditation, an object of awareness. It's not something you need to identify with. Maybe something you can just lightly note and then let it go. This practice of noting can be helpful for some people. It can be simple as thinking, simple of a note as panning. This helps to strengthen that mindfulness muscle to return. Taking a slow breath in and a slow breath out. And notice too that this sense of being the source of attention, this feeling of being the subject confronted by these objects that appear. This feeling of I or me is also an appearance in consciousness itself. See if you can just drop back and merely be the space in which this feeling is arising. Be the space where you just allow everything to appear on its own. This can be the key. simply rest as this space. And as we listen to our mantra, our Soham mantra, to close out the practice, I invite you to find an inhale on each Om and an exhale on each Soham. Finding an easy breath in through the nose. Gentle sigh out the mouth. Gently placing one hand on the heart, the other hand on top. So we bow our chin in towards our chest, connecting our heads back to our hearts as often as we possibly can. Creating space to be that awareness in which we just observe and allow things to be without attaching or identifying with them. Thank you so much for this practice. Have such a beautiful day. Namaste.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Oh, welcome. Thank you for showing up. You've been very consistent. I'm super proud of you.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean it's nice to have like a community or multiple communities, and that helps keep me accountable too.
Yeah, it's so
So,
important. Community is the number one thing they say for happiness and habit changes. So
Yeah.
Or to get everyone else back on their habit.
I just found it recently on your website. I was just looking at your website because I really wanted to come to Montenegro, but it's not going to work out with my new job. But I was like trying, and so I was looking on your website. I was like, oh, I think that's how I found this
Oh my
group.
gosh, good. I'm so happy that you found it
Yeah.
that way. Cause yeah, I don't think I've advertised it in a while, so that kind of reminds me I should let people know. But I'm so happy that
Yeah.
you found it, and there'll be more retreats in the future, after
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Of course, thank you, and I'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Bye.